Well, hello, family. Peace, peace, peace. And thank you for tuning in to Ready, Set, Real Estate. You guys know how I am with it. I am so fired up for today's show. I am so excited to bring on a special guest and really a sister from just the last maybe 2 years and a half, a year and a half. I met this singer, songwriter, songstress, a goddess. And I'm so excited to share just some of her personal good news and bring her on the show today. And I'm just going to give a quick warm up to what today's show is going to be about. And I am so happy to say that this show is about introducing you to real estate literacy, terms and concepts, and really Ready, Set, Real Estate is a channel that supports our nonprofit, which is the first nonprofit organization that is real estate focused for the youth and young adults. So I am so happy that we can continue to bring on guests like AGodess, who has been able to purchase her first property using NACA. And I'm going to throw the website up here for NACA. NACA, if you're not familiar with it, is the Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America, which is a certified HUD nonprofit organization whose motto is economic justice through home ownership. And NACA provides America's best mortgages and helps homeowners achieve an affordable mortgage payment. So I'm really excited to share this with you as another means to home ownership, as another pathway to home ownership. And that's what this show is essentially about, is just there's more than one way. Like my guy Bruce likes to say, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And so this is what this show is about, is to introduce you to those ways that can help you achieve home ownership. What's really exciting right now is I'm actually taking a real estate law course, and it has introduced me to the historical background of real estate, and it resonates even more with me, the importance to what I'm doing with this channel and introducing you to this information. Because if you were a person who was not white, and back in 1948 to about 1948 to the 60s, early 60s, when the Fair Housing Act came into law, there was what was called restrictive covenants, which means that if you were a person of color, it was actually written in the deed that you would not be able to buy in that certain area or subdivision, and it actually spelled it out. So I'm sharing that with you because home ownership in itself for people of color is a revolutionary act, you guys. It is a revolutionary act, and so it's important that we are literate. And I'm really excited about that because, you know, we're about to be real estate lit up in here. And I just want to lay the foundation and groundwork for today's guest and today's show. What I am doing is I do want to give her some time to sign on, especially because we are in different time zones. But this, again, is a place and a platform for you to come learn and it's really 20 minutes of your day and time to get connected with people all over this world that is in careers, it's personal experiences. And if you're new to the show, my name's Lisa Puerto. I'm also known as Super Agent, and I am the author and creator of the Real Estate 100 movement, which has trendsetted a real estate literacy movement across the country. And that comes with a book series that I have authored and co-authored along with my partner, Anthony Lee, who's a realtor and investor out in Philadelphia. So that book has led to a national movement. That movement has now led to a nonprofit organization. That nonprofit organization now supports the youth with internships and entrepreneurships. And get connected, you guys, and learn more about what we're doing through it. Support. I am wearing one of the Ready Set Real Estate shirts. And so there's a store, online store that we've created that 20% of the profits gets donated to the nonprofit. And there's hoodies, there's shirts, and I'm actually about to pick up the first Ready Set Real Estate snapback today. So you know me, I'll stay rocking. And if you haven't figured out it yet, we're about to make real estate dope as and we're going to make real estate lit, because it's important. It's important that he who has land, there's a quote that says, he who has no land has no voice. And give me a sec. That is her. Hi. Can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? So we're just getting into our morning flow, and it's all good. We'll work out the technical kinks. That's what I'm really excited about, because again, we're utilizing the social media platform so that we can share this information. Peace, can you hear me? Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Oh. I want to get her onto our platform. I can't hear her, but she's on. And once I get her signed in, we will definitely have this rocking and rolling. So I just want to make sure that she's good on our end. So let me see. Boom. There we go. So you are in store, and if need be, I'm perfectly prepared to get this restarted with her, because it's so important to have her on the line, because what she's done is she's utilized the NACA program. And really what I'm excited about is that along with that program, she's also utilized their rehab loan to address any repairs and possibly just add her personal touches and customization to her home. And that's awesome. And not only that, y'all, her interest rate is 1.25. It's a fixed interest rate. So I want her to tell it all and share from her perspective, because that in itself is amazing, especially when you're a person that may think you don't have perfect credit, when you feel like, when you feel like you're on a low income, and NACA is one of those things that's actually not income restricted. So that's really rare. That's not an income restricted program. So I'm really excited about that. And guess what? She is coming on. Let's see. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can see you. Here she comes.
Hi, guys.
Yay!
I'm here. Hi.
Hi.
Can you see me?
I can see you perfectly.
Great,
You look great. I can hear
Thank
you.
You too.
I was just warming them up for you.
Well, hey, ain't nothing wrong with a little intro before the show.
That's right. That's right. And you totally are so used to this. And I was just telling them just kind of that we connected. It's been almost about 2 years, I would say. Was that our journey?
Yeah.
About 2 years.
That was the mountaintop.
When we were at a mountaintop, and I think you were privy to around the time when I was holding my book, and I was like, I'm about to drop this, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm about to change the real estate game.
And you did that.
Thank you. I did that and still doing it. And so I'm honored right now to just have you on the show because I've been watching your growth and I've been seeing you've been on the radio with your music. So give thanks that you have been sticking to that. And I'm so proud of you. So I just want to say that on the show, on the platform, I am so proud of you. I'm inspired by your journey because we were there, right? We were on the mountaintop and people have no idea when you're talking about
vision.
Exactly. So this is so real, you guys. So this again, let me reintroduce. This is AGodess. AGodess is a singer, songwriter, and I was just laying out the foundation of how just kind of now that you're here, they can put a tangible face to the vision. And I think what I was sharing was you possibly at some point in time had a vision of home ownership and you operate in a space of where there's a will, there's a way. And I'm gonna figure this one out. So please tell us a little bit about, let's just talk about you and singing and just kind of some of where you are with that.
Yes. So, as you stated, I'm a singer, songwriter, performer, and for years I've been, in the recording studio and I've been performing here and there, but it just wasn't coming to the level of fruition that I wanted it to, and so I had to, go to the all self and empower by really just putting forth the work and energy towards what I really wanted. And that's with your mind and then with your heart and then physically making those moves. And so that's what I did. And it's gotten me there where record label has, decided to take one of my songs and, do distribution. And it still hasn't reached a level. It still hasn't reached a level where I want it to be, but it's coming along.
Absolutely.
It's really coming along.
Absolutely. I mean, you have, once you get to distribution, you're like on my level, wholesaling. Once you distribution and it just, once you're there, and that's really the seed, right? That's the seed planting and watching it grow. So I just wanted to just also so that people hear, because the following, the people that we're connected with, they're vibing on that fruition, manifestation, visualization, empowerment. These are all our key words. So I just wanted to just hone in on that because it's coming.
It's coming. Listeners, to please go out and slow down. It's on Amazon, it's on Tidal, it's on all of those different social media sites that you can purchase music, like go and support me. It's AGodess, AGodess, AGodess with 1 D.
There it is. There it is. There it is. So as we talk about fruition, you have utilized the NACA program, and I was letting people know that this is the Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America. And I felt like this was so timely when I saw that you had shared that you finalized your purchase through NACA, because I've been getting a lot of questions about that. And I myself have attended a NACA workshop, and I actually, because I'm getting a lot of questions, I will then, as a realtor here in California, I will go ahead and pursue. So that way I'm also a certified or authorized NACA realtor or representative, so that I can also assist those buyers who want to go through that program. So tell us a little bit about your NACA experience. And I just want to just share this. This is another reason that I wanted to spotlight this, is because NACA has gone through some revamping that I'm very happy to say they have gone through revamping and using the technology to streamline their system. So tell us now just kind of how you started and what that was like for you, because people definitely want to hear personal experience, good, bad, ugly, whatever you want to share about it.
Okay. You want the real? Okay.
Yes.
So 2 years ago, I decided I wanted to purchase a house, and I began first, with visualizing it and putting it on a vision board. Began just doing the inner work And then I took the steps to getting a real estate agent and going to see about if I was if I could be pre-approved. Mm-hmm. And I was pre-approved, and I was looking for a house for a while, and my realtor was like, look, you can't afford the houses that you want. Like, you're gonna have to just, like, you know, you can't get everything you want. He kept telling me this, and I'm like, look, you know, as a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna go through a different program. I like just something spirit led me, because I was just like, God, I don't want to settle, you know. And so someone's like, NACA, my brother actually was the one who had introduced me to years ago. And I was like, need NACA because I don't have bad credit, you know, the traditional way of getting a loan. And so, but I remember the perks of it. And some of the perks were you don't have to pay down payment, and you have to pay the close costs. So I was like, well, I went on their website and I'm like, and I saw people were getting, like, you know, homes for $199,000, but they were like paying like $150,000. So I was like, maybe I have to go through this program, and then it could leave me alone, and then I could actually afford the houses that I want. Right. So they have a hour workshop that you have to attend, and it's always on Saturdays. Okay. And you register to go, and they explain all the program and, you know, all the requirements for you to qualify for the program. And pretty much they don't look at your credit. They do not look at your the only thing they look at your credit to see if you have any lates in the past months. If you haven't, or if you owe any collect, they want you to clear that up. And so they sit down with you get agent who works with you. So pretty much I was ready to roll. Like, I was like, look, y'all, I want to get my stuff together. I have all of my bank statements. I have everything ready. Yeah. So I'm ready to go. So this is my daughter. Say hi. Hi. Okay. Hi. So once I started, it was really it was moving along. It was the fact finding a house. You know, I needed to find a house that was going to took me about found a house, and I had some issues with NACA as far as they're not the timeliest program. Okay. And as you know, like, yeah, with purchasing a house, timeliness is very important. So the house that I found was actually a HUD home. And if you don't close with HUD in 45 days, they charge you to keep the deal on the table. And this was like the house that had everything I wanted. Like, everything I wanted. It was like the price was like crazy. The taxes were just right. Everything was perfect. And I ended up paying quite a few dollars to keep the deal on the table. Yeah, I signed the contract in September, and we didn't close until January. So I was doing a lot of, like, you know, reaching out to some of the top people at NACA because it was like a lot was going on. I had lost the agent who was working with me. She quit. And then I got another agent, and then they quit. As it's switching over to other people, it's like that time, you lose that time. They have the familiarizing the case, and they have so many other clients because NACA is such a great program. Right. A lot of people are like hip to it. So the agents are really bombarded with a lot of clients. So we finally got to the table, and NACA really watches your money. They watch your bank account, you know, as I believe they do in a traditional.
Yeah, they sure do.
They watch their bank account. Like, if I took out more than $200, I had to submit a letter. So that was a lot, you know, from September to January to keep having to explain and letters, and it was much. But in the end, I ended up with a 125, which is unheard of.
Yes, it is. That's why I'm like, hold up, let me just reiterate that real quick. Your interest rate is 1.25 fixed.
Yes.
Did you lock in a 15 or 30 year?
So it's a 30-year, and so because the interest rate is so low, I pretty much am going to pay back the amount of the loan. Like there, you know how some people, the interest rate is so high they end up paying like, you know, double or so much more for than the cost of the house. Right. I end up paying pretty much back the loan.
Right. Right.
And you know, I know the tricks of the trade to pay off my loan earlier, you know.
Right. So you're gonna send a little extra $50, you know, here or there. You're gonna say apply. You're gonna say apply to principal.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, so that's it has its benefits, and I also had a rehab loan wrapped in my deal.
Right. So that's what I wanted to touch on, especially when people are watching the fix and flip and rehab loans. There is a show that they show people the worst homes, and then all of a sudden it's customized. And I want people to realize those are rehab loans. And it is, most people are familiar with the FHA insured loan. And this is, and that's FHA insured loans are the government code is 203B. The rehab loan is the 203K, just so that you guys know. So I'm happy. I'm listening to you, and look at all that. You have quite a real estate vocabulary that I'm so excited about.
You learned I told you. So it has opened my. I've always wanted to get into flipping properties, and so I have actually pretty much. I'm the contractor.
Yep.
For the rehab of my home.
You are. Yes.
So yeah. So it has really afforded me, you know, the experience that, you know, where I'm not really. It's still my money. But it's not like, you know, this pressure of, you know, you gotta spend the money. Oh, and the other thing was, the amazing was, I call a pity, which is, they gave me 6 months where I didn't have to pay mortgage.
Nice.
To fix up my home.
Because you're not occupying it at the time.
Because I wasn't at the time, and if the rehab, NACA makes the decision if the rehab is more extensive than if it's so can't reside in the home, then they give you the pity. And so they gave me 6 month pity. So that pretty much, I was from January until September. So it wasn't like it was free. What they did was they put the mortgage, they put the payments inside of the mortgage.
Nice. Okay. So
does that make sense?
Yeah. They wrapped it in there. So it's
in the total cost, not the total cost, in the total cost of the home.
Okay.
So they put that in the total cost of the home.
Got it. Okay.
On the back end.
And what is that? Because I'm learning. So I'm learning right now. So what is it called? You're saying pity, like PITY?
PITI.
Oh, so like the principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. So you're saying they're giving you the PITI for 6 months, where it's then, is it back in? Because you're saying they're putting in the loan. It's wrapped in there.
It's wrapped into the loan.
So they figured out a formula to basically not add an extra burden on you for a property that you're not occupying while it's being rehabbed. Okay. Exactly. I like that. That's smart money, because I don't know anyone who would feel pretty excited about making a note on the house that they're not occupying. So I totally get that. So now, where are you with that? Because I know you said you were now planning on moving in. It's done. Woohoo!
It's not done. It's not
Okay.
done. We're at the end though.
Okay.
This project, because of works and all of the rehab loans, they want the contractors to pretty much do the work,
Yes,
and then get paid afterwards. So you have to find reputable and reputable contractors who have that capacity to afford to get paid as they go versus getting paid a down payment and so on and so forth.
right.
So it took some time to find someone.
I wanted to ask a question about that. So are they, just so that, because this might be new to them in terms of how the rehab loan works. So the contractors doing the work, are they getting paid in phases of the level of job completed? Okay, good.
Yes. So what NACA will pay you at 50% of the job. If 50% of the job is done, they'll pay you 50% of the money. So with that, the contractor has to sign a lien waiver. You have to do a draw request, or you have to do the draw request. And so based on the inspector's evaluation of how much of the job has been done, that would determine how much you would get paid.
Got it.
And if it's not 100%, they always keep back 10% because it's not 100% done.
Right. So I just want to
if you're requesting 50, okay.
Oh no, I was just going to reiterate, just so that people understand. Essentially, it's protecting you. As a homeowner, that's designed completely to protect you, that the work is getting done and you're not just paying it out. You're not just paying out money for work that's not complete. So I get that. So that's a good thing. All right, so we're gonna get ready to wrap this up. People can definitely learn more about NACA on their website. I've been plugging it there. I just really appreciate you coming on and sharing your story. And like I said, I tell people, I can tie anything into real estate because it's all around us, and it's important that. So now a question: are you having a studio built in the house?
Well, I'm not going to do that just yet, but it will definitely be a musical home. I will have a grand piano and various instruments because my children are musicians and they're artists by just DNA. And so it's definitely going to be a place and space that's going to afford and allow me to just really bloom and blossom musically. So definitely. Wonderful. It's going to be my music haven.
Yay. Congratulations. Please tell people how they can connect with you, learn more about your music, and support you. Yes. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay. So my website is Voice of a Goddess. That's Voice of a Goddess. And a goddess again is AGodess. It's a goddess with 1 D. And you can find me on Instagram, AGodess AGodess. Facebook, AGodess AGodess, and please, go on Amazon, go on Tidal, Deezer, what else? We have iTunes. Go on there and purchase my song, Slow Down. It's a very powerful song, and keep looking and supporting me because there's more music and more powerful vocals that's coming your way.
Right.
By a goddess.
Right. And I think I just jumped on your website. And does it have music? So people would have heard that just now. I think
it does. As soon as you jump on, we start shaking. We start going right in.
So I just jumped on. I was like, So that's what you guys heard. I jumped on her website, y'all. It's plugged right here.
So it's real. It ain't fake. This is all real.
Right. Copyrighted by her. She is the owner. and connect with her,
Yes.
support the sis. And I'm so happy that you can connect and learn more through me.
Go
ahead.
on YouTube. Check my YouTube. AGodess YouTube.
There
Google,
it
I mean,
is.
I Google, but YouTube AGodess. You can see live performances. You can hear more music. And there's a really great sort of like documentary of my journey, touching and connecting. So you can kind of just look into the heart of AGodess as the artist. So
Nice.
yeah, it's
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on, and you're taking a moment of your time. I'm glad we worked through it all, and people, again, support AGodess with her music and her journey, you guys. This is cooperative economics, cooperative effort, and we appreciate you, sis, and we uplift you in just all the love, strength, and success, and many and plenty of abundance. Thank you. We'll stay connected.
Yes, I take it in, and I'm sending the same back to you. I'm so grateful for you, and I'm so proud of you because I saw your vision, and I'm witnessing it right now, just live and in person. I saw the seed being planted in the mind, and there it is, like boom.
Yes,
it's wonderful.
All right, so I'm going to ask you to do one more thing. I'm working on. I want people to close out, and on the count of three, I want you to say "Ready, Set, Real Estate" because we keep you lit up in here. So 1, 2, 3.
Ready, set, real estate.
I love it. And we out.
I had to put AGodess lips. I had to put this on it. You know?